President Yoon Suk Yeol jets off for Japan today for a face-to-face summit with Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida this afternoon. The two-day trip is aimed at opening a so-called new era to end the long-standing bitter Seoul-Tokyo relations. Our top office correspondent Kim Do-yeon is in Tokyo ahead of the summit. Do-yeon, describe the scenes there at the moment, please.
Right, Dami, good morning. I may be at another country, but I'm in the same time zone as you are, right? That's just how close the two capitals are. 2 hours of flight away from each other, but the two haven't enjoyed the best of relations recently. But I'm standing right in front of Fumio Kishida's office, and as you can see behind me, from the South Korean flags hanging on the streets, not long from now, a sitting South Korean president will visit Japan for the first time in 12 years to have a summit with his Japanese counterpart. Now, this comes not long after Seoul announced a solution to the core issue behind frosty relations behind the neighbors, the compensation plan for South Korean victims of Japan's forced labor during World War II, in an attempt to resume positive diplomatic relations with Japan. Now, President Yoon has been making the front pages of local newspapers as Japan prepares to host Yoon. Take a listen to what the South Korean National Security Advisor to the President had to say about the visit a couple days ago.
This visit to Japan by Yoon will be the end to the vicious cycle between the two countries and the foundation to resume real diplomacy. The two will discuss issues on all fronts, including what comes after Seoul's compensation proposal for forced wartime labor victims. And there will be exchanges of opinions on a variety of issues.
Right, lots of issues on the summit table. Now, Do-yeon, walk us through the president's schedule in Tokyo. What's in store for him?
Dami, he hasn't departed Seoul yet, but he's soon to land here around lunch. While an official from the presidential office has said there won't be a joint statement from the two countries, as this is just the beginning of normalizing the relations, there will be a joint press conference. But first, as he lands, he will meet with Korean nationals for lunch. Then he's going straight to the summit with his counterpart Fumio Kishida, which will be followed by the mentioned joint press briefing. A state dinner will be hosted by the Japanese Prime Minister later today as well. For tomorrow, Yoon will be meeting with business leaders to expand economic ties with Tokyo. Before he leaves, as Yoon tends to do for all overseas trips, he will also stop by at a local university. And also keep in mind, First Lady Kim Do-yeon will be joining President Yoon on this trip and will be meeting Yuko Kishida, the wife of Japanese Prime Minister. Now, that's all I have for now. Back to you, Dami.